Hi guys, and welcome to episode 2 of The Wake Up Call with me, Sian Marie. So I've just watched last night's episode with two very, very special guests. You'll probably know them both from Love Island. You might know them from their brand new TV show. And as well as that, they've got a business which is thriving at the minute. I've got Alex and Olivia Bowen.
Hi. I like how you said Bowen.
Yeah,
I know.
I'll get my back up a little bit when people say Olivia Buckland, but it's fine.
I'm officially a married woman and now I have a different name and everyone always forgets to say it.
How long have you been married? Is it a year?
A year now,
yeah.
And you still get Buckland?
Still get Buckland, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just like...
You get brownie points for that from Alex, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've watched the episode.
Yeah.
Are you Apprentice fans?
I have been an Apprentice fan for so long. Honestly, I watched it from the very, very beginning.
Yeah.
I was obsessed with it. And then when I met you...
I never watched it before in my life. And Olivia got to watch one episode and we had to watch it all again from the start just so we could catch up and watch
Honestly,
it.
I was going to say, would you have ever gone on it?
I would have gone on it.
100% no.
I would have loved to go on it, honestly.
I think you'd have been really good at it.
It looks hard though, like hard work, well, you would know, obviously.
Yeah, because you've got away with words and I'm just a bit like...
Yeah, like you would have told.
I always think that like I could have been a lawyer in a previous life because I could talk my way out of anything, can't I?
Yeah.
That's good. So we had the ice lolly task.
Yes.
So we had the boys team, the girls team. They went off. They made these crazy ice lollies. We'll get into it in more detail. But what were your thoughts on? So if you were in it,
Yeah.
what lollies would you have made?
Oh, I think I would have made like a yoghurty one.
Like a
strawberry yoghurt. I had yoghurt this morning, so I'm kind of just thinking about the
A bit like the one the boys made.
Yeah, a little bit. I like right. Okay,
Yeah,
so
but
I like
just
milk.
not like
you know, that look like a mini milk to me, and I like mini milks.
Okay.
But I feel like something like chocolate or ice. Could they not have like a chocolate ice cream one?
I feel like they went for like a fitness kind of vibe,
Yeah.
like a healthy one, but they put like all the not vegetables, but like fruity stuff in there.
Vegetables.
I was a bit like, nah, that's not for me.
I don't know what I would have done, but I would not have done what they did do because they looked gross.
Like licorice and what did they put with it?
I just feel like there was the most weird ingredients to like
Yeah,
have together.
maybe like would you not just go with something like nice, like strawberry or orange, or something
I would
basic?
have gone really simple.
Yeah.
And Kenner, who was the project manager,
Oh, bless him.
he owns an ice cream company.
I feel bad for him.
I feel bad for him, and his ice cream company is alcohol. So I was thinking, why didn't he do like an alcohol ice lolly, like a
Like a
strawberry
mocktail
daiquiri?
one or something.
Yeah. And then we had Karina as team leader of the girls.
Yeah.
And then we had a bit of drama with Lottie.
She's feisty, isn't she?
Yeah, I feel like she's a bit of a
I
scary
quite
one.
like it though in The Apprentice when you've got all those different personalities because it does make a good show.
And you're always bound to have people that clash.
Yeah.
But the first episode saw Lottie do very similar to what she did in this, kind of taking over a bit. So it's whether she's going to start like getting on people's...
Yeah, but that's the thing, if she keeps that going through episode 3, 4, 5, then she'll catch on and then they'll want to get rid of her.
I reckon she will get on people's nerves, but I hope that she stays because it's so fun to watch.
Your team
I
Lottie.
just like watching it. I know it's really horrible because
You need a bit of drama.
yeah. Who's that guy? Who's the really cute guy that works in the fashion store? Ryan. Oh my god, I think he's my favourite. Honestly,
I think he makes the show.
Yeah, he is so funny.
He was a bit feisty in this episode.
Yeah. What was he like in the first one?
He didn't say much, but I liked him. He said the odd thing, and I thought I quite like him because you know when you first see people and you have an idea of what
he's got a little bit of like pizzazz, and I kind of like that.
Yeah, maybe he's going to come into his own.
Yeah, and he stands up for himself, and I think that's really good, and you have to in this kind of environment.
That's exactly. Do you know what you have to do? You have to own every time you make a decision. You have to own it. And if it's the wrong one, you have to say, well, yeah, I chose it, and this is why. Whereas I felt like Dean was a bit more like, I don't know, I felt like Dean was trying a bit too hard.
He was holding his hands up, but he wasn't really holding his hands up at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't want to admit that he was in the wrong.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't because then you'd get fired.
That's the thing, because at the end when Lord Sugar was like, is it your fault?
Yeah. Nope.
Wouldn't he respect you more if he said, look, this wasn't my week, I messed up, that's it? Would he respect you more?
He scares me.
Lord Sugar?
Yeah. How did you deal with that, honestly? I just do not understand.
Do you know what? The first couple of weeks was really scary. But then you kind of felt like you knew him a bit.
Aww.
So it wasn't too bad.
But for them guys, the new guys, I'm guessing that
they're still on very good terms with him. So they're like, they're walking on eggshells. So Lottie, the librarian, she kind of pushed Marion and basically was saying, she's got 10 years more experience than I have. I'm just a librarian. And for me, I felt like, why would you criticise yourself to put someone else forward?
She's basically just said, you should win over me.
Yeah.
That's basically what she said.
So shouldn't she just leave the show now?
Yeah,
pretty much.
Because if she thinks that Marion's better, then she's literally saying, I'm second to you, which makes no sense. But maybe she's that kind of person that doesn't want to take responsibility, like you said, for the decisions, but she still wants to lead. I think next week, the only way to get out of it is for her to be a leader.
Forward. Yeah. And you know, the first episode, she was very much involved, and that's why Karina said, you can be sub-team because you want to have a voice, but then she's backtracking, so I think next week she's going to have to step up.
Is she quite young? I don't know how old she is, but she looks like she wants to be a leader, but she's too scared.
I think she's waiting for the right task that's going to benefit her.
I think she's one of the youngest. Her and Ryan, they're both 19.
I can't believe they're 19. I think that's crazy. At 19, honestly, I think I was working...
I think I was hungover every day.
Yeah! I was not on The Apprentice, that's for sure.
So the guys had designed all these ice lollies and then gone on to make them. What was the worst?
Probably the Ann Summers one, I think.
Yeah, the penis lolly.
Bad.
That was quite bad, wasn't it?
How
did they not realise?
I just more think when they were actually putting the thing before they froze it, did no one think this is going to look a bit like...
Yeah, exactly. It's bright. Yeah, I know.
It's pink. Do you know what I mean?
He was even had like
the what, babe?
I don't want to say. Is this a PG show or? I actually kind of liked. I know it like probably didn't taste very nice because it had the rosemary in it, but I just liked the way that girl's one looked. I think it looked how it was meant to look.
It was more premium than the pink one.
I think that would have been my favourite to look at.
It doesn't matter what it looks like, really, the taste of it. Like it was coming out in a mouth.
I know.
Like, that's just not right.
I know, and I don't really think rosemary's for chewing on.
Yeah, I feel like the kind of both should have lost, really, on the look of them.
Yeah, I can't
believe I can't believe that the girls actually like smashed it. I don't really get it.
Yeah.
But if I could choose, it would be that one, because it has edible flowers. I think that's cute.
I think it's, I reckon if they took that to the party, so the beauty brand, they would have liked it.
Yeah, they should have swapped it round. Yeah. And the lads should have swapped it round as well.
They should have given them the beetroot ones.
Yeah, and then that one with the gift of the gab should have got rid of it.
Lavender.
A bit of everything, but it sounded a bit more premium than
that's what I thought.
That pink one. What do you think was the reason for the boys losing? The main reason?
I actually think it was that Kenna.
Yeah.
Because if he's put himself forward and he owns an ice cream place, that he should be the one that shines through, really.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, even if Dean had taken that £100, they still wouldn't have won. Yeah. So he couldn't have been fired for that.
Because I was in my head thinking, they should have just sold them for £1 whilst they had the opportunity. But even if they had it, they wouldn't have
won. So it must have been Kenna's fault.
Didn't Dean want to swap with Kenna the actual ice lollies around?
Someone said something.
And then he said no.
Yeah.
So
it was his fault. And as well, like if you come back with those ingredients and you don't think they're premium, then change it.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? I do think he deserved it.
Exactly. Sorry. And I felt like Kenna was a bit more like, we just need to get these all sold instead of giving constructive, like a strategy.
I think the nerves got to him a little bit because of that's what he does for a living. Like the pressure was on, so I can't mess this up. And
it's kind of worse. It's worse when they choose one that they actually do, because you have to win that, and if you don't win it.
Let's talk about Tom. So Tom is the geezer.
Oh my God, we love Tom.
We love Tom.
Tom is great.
Would you say he's your favourite?
I wouldn't say he's my favourite, but he's up there. I feel like he's like Del Boy from Only Fools and Horses. He's got the gift of the gab.
Is he from Essex or is he from London?
I think he's from Essex.
Is he?
Yeah.
He just is so good. I would love to meet him. But he's like, I feel like he will just smash it on the selling tasks, but once he gets made PM or something, I'm not sure how he's going to do.
I'm not sure how he's going to do with managing people.
Yeah.
Because he's good at selling and chatting, but when he's having to manage people, I think it will be a bit different.
He makes the show though, because he's got banter, and it's a serious show obviously, because it's about the businesses, but it's nice to have that kind of jokey guy on there, isn't it?
I feel like some of them will take that to heart.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And he'll clash with quite a few people.
Yeah, he's going to clash.
Especially when the teams mix up and you've got girls and boys together.
The girls are not going to like him, are they?
That's when the drama's going to start.
I don't think Lottie and him are going to get on. I just feel like they're going to clash.
And they're completely different types of people. Yeah. Different areas. We've pretty much covered off Apprentice.
Yes.
I'm glad that we all watched it together. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I know it was good.
Now,
I think we are.
So let's talk a little bit about you guys. So first of all, date night last night went viral on Twitter.
I did go viral.
Yeah, my name was trending on Twitter.
Trending on Twitter.
What happened to you? Someone said something.
So basically, I checked my Twitter this morning and it says I thought Alex Bowen had cheated on Olivia because it was trending that much.
That people
thought it was the worst.
Yeah.
And I was like,
people were like, why the hell is he trending? And it was literally for the nicest thing possible. But
so sweet.
it was mad. We were filming the last scene for our show, Olivia and Alex Happily Ever After. And we wanted to do something really special, and Alex organised this. And I was honestly blown away because you don't expect to go back and spend a night where you got married, and it was weird because all the memories and
all came flooding.
Yeah, and it was really nice because we had been like just so busy that getting a date night.
Yeah, like our date night was pretty much just chill, watch a series, have food.
I know exactly how that's the same.
And it happens, isn't it? And
but we do love that though.
Yeah, I can't lie. I do like to sleep.
I'm like an old woman now. I'd rather stay in than go out. Like
honestly, same.
Especially when you have businesses and you're busy all day long. You just want to chill out.
Well, that's the thing. Every time you get a free minute, you'll do something on the business, or you'll have a phone call to make, or something to do on the laptop. And then you think, oh, we'll just skip date night and do it another night. And we kept doing that, and even we were filming and everything was just piling up. So that last night was just a long time coming for us both, wasn't it?
That was nice.
That's really nice. So you've been together 3 years.
Yeah.
Married, house, dogs.
Business.
No kids yet.
No
I'm just
kids.
saying it because my boyfriend's here, and I'm kind of like saying we've been together 8 years.
I mean, 8 years on 3.5 is.
Yeah.
You guys are like set. I'm like, come on. I ain't even got a ring.
Right, you need to buy her a ring.
And so I've been watching your new series.
Yes.
I think it's ace.
Oh, thank you.
I think it's really natural. You come across just like it's just a day in the life of what you're up to.
Yeah.
The first episode, the best part for me was the whole he poos with the door open.
You get used to each other, don't you, in the end? Like, you have this like honeymoon stage when everyone's like, oh, I don't smell, I don't fart, I don't bath or do anything. And then you've got him like pooing with the door open now.
Because obviously we spent so much time together when we first got together in Love Island. We kind of got through that whole honeymoon
pretty quick.
It's all like fast-tracked, I guess, for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that is why a lot of the time when people ask about kids, because everything that we've been through has been so fast, and it feels like everything's been fast forward, I want to like now slow down a bit. And we can wait for kids and we can do things slightly slower.
And it is true. Like, I agree with what you're saying in a sense. It's a big thing.
It is a big thing.
You know, a house and everything is big, but a kid is.
I think it just changes the dynamic of your relationship
as well.
It does, yeah.
And I think like we're both aware that we're having such a fun time, just the two of us.
I rate that you're just like best mates. Like, it's exactly how I am with my partner.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a bit lost nowadays. I don't feel like you find many couples that
think it's
actually...
very rare.
Yeah,
It's rare.
that
And I
actually
think,
genuinely love each
do you know
other.
what? It actually makes it, the reason why we chose to do our show, how we did it, and with the channel that we chose, is because it's such a family orientated show and it's so fun and nice and just quite chilled. There's a few bits of drama, but nothing horrendous, because most reality TV now is savage. And I do think it's affecting relationships. I do think people watch it and think that's normal.
And I think as well, you've got shows like Gogglebox where people just watch it to have a laugh and to, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what we wanted, wasn't it?
Well, that's what we want. We wanted it to be like very relatable, very natural, and just come across as being ourselves on screen, not being told to do something or say have this argument, and that's not what we're like as a couple. So.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's a...
Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
Thank you.
When is that on then?
Every Friday night, 9 p.m, Olivia and Alex Happily Ever After on TLC.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Fab. So aside from the new show, which is obviously keeping you really busy, you have the business.
Yep.
Exempt Society. So tell me about it. I see you've got the cap on. Spoil your own. I wear mine now. You have to promote your own shit.
You got it, yeah. So I started the men's brand like a year ago, and it was doing really well. And I always wanted Liv to do the women's side of it, but because she was so busy, she didn't really have the time. But you always wanted to do fashion.
Yeah, I was presenting a show at the time, so I was filming up in Manchester every week for 4 days for about 3 months straight. So I couldn't do what you were doing at the time, could I?
Yeah, and then literally it got to the stage where I was like, right, you need to do it now. Then she created a swimwear, and then she released a swimwear first instead of like clothing, and that really took off. And then the collection we've just released is a men's and women's studio collection, which is more like smart wear and stuff. So.
Amazing. You see a lot of it on the show. Like, it is me, Alex, and my brother, and that's we're the only people that run it.
Honestly, as a business owner myself, and that's kind of how I started mine, one-man band really. Like, I have more, what's the word? Like, I respect you more for that. Do you know what I mean? You're getting stuck in. You could probably get a team of people to do it if they wanted, but you guys are doing it yourselves.
It's so hard because you don't want to lose control, do you? Like, you want your brand to be your brand, and you have a vision, and you want to portray that constantly. So it's difficult though. Like, as you know, like, people always think, oh, it's so fun, let's do our own brand, but the stuff that comes with it.
90% of people that do that, or they set an Instagram page up, it lasts like
not long. That's what's scary though, because you know, most businesses fail within their first 3 years, and like, I want to get to the 3 years and think, wow, look what we've done. But we have come a far way, and you see on the show us, we started in our garage, and by the end of it we had a launch party in London, and like, we have grown, but it's just that next step that's quite hard to take.
I mean, it's very difficult because obviously, as you know, clothing, it's like the samples can be wrong, and they don't come on time, and you've got deadlines to meet.
And this is again what no one has any idea about fashion really, like the business side. They just see the fun stuff on Instagram. And it is, you know, deadlines and things being shipped in wrong or whatever.
And you've got to fix it, and you have no time to fix it. But saying that, we're so glad that we're doing it, and we have the opportunity to do it, because I studied it in school, and you've always loved fashion, and it's something you think you want to do, but it's such a big risk to do it, isn't it? Because there's so much competition out there in fashion.
There's a lot. Everybody wants, and Instagram and social media now let everybody do whatever they want. But the other side of it is, if you've got that drive and you've invested in it, you'll make it work.
Hopefully, we'll see where we are in a year's time.
That's what I mean. I feel like we're very lucky in that sense of like the following that we had. Like, a lot of brands have to build that over a long period of time, whereas we had the following, so we just thought, doing all these posts for different brands, why not just like start giving other brands money and
that's
create
another
money
thing
ourselves.
that I rate, that you're thinking about the future, you're thinking about money in
got
the
haven't
future.
we?
Well, we know like this kind of stuff isn't gonna, like, we're very lucky to be in the situation we are in now. Like 3 years since we was on Love Island, to have our own TV show and stuff, but we know that's not going to last forever, so that's why we want to put money into our business.
But the thing is, I think you're like Love Island royalty almost.
I love that.
When I think about Love Island, there's a few couples or a few people
stand out,
and I think that you guys are pretty
that
safe
happens
in
though,
that.
doesn't it? But it's the same for you, for The Apprentice. It's the same. Like, you're the standout person, and as long as you keep working, you need a few things. You need luck and hard work, and then you should get success. And if you do both, and you have a bit of both, and we were lucky to be on there. We all
just
were.
go enjoy it as well. Just enjoy your time while it's here, and then just do with it what you can.
And that's what I think the hardest, probably for me, with The Apprentice was, you kind of get it all, your life changes and everything goes so quick, you don't actually get to enjoy it. But now it's, you know, you
slow down a bit.
You can sit back and think, oh yeah, you know, I've got to go to this party, I'll do this. So.
You can actually be behind the wheel now instead of just being a passenger in the back and just being like, what?
Exactly. So in the show, anxiety is talked about a lot, and obviously in general, anxiety, mental health, all that kind of thing is such a big
huge
topic. How do you find it with business? Because for me, it is kind of, so I find it really hard to switch off my business, like standard, like even now, I'm
thinking about it
a little bit, because I'm like, I've got loads to do tomorrow. But the mental health side of it, you know, you have to have time to switch off. So I just wondered, how do you marry the two up? How do you deal with it?
It's really hard. I think, like you said, it's really hard to switch off. And I think I'm the kind of person that, if I make a decision, I'll then worry about the decision that I've made for so long, and I'll question it. And then if I have one bad piece of feedback, it's trying to learn not to let that go to your heart, because it's business at the end of the day. But it is hard, and you do, anyone just constantly questions their business, let alone someone with mental health issues. Like, it's a hard path to go on if you do suffer.
And I guess you guys have got each other in a way.
Yeah,
and, you know,
I think it's coping with it. It's learning how you cope and how you deal with things. So it depends on the person. So for me,
the business as well with you, like if you're busy, then it takes away, like it kind of relieves the stress, and you're overthinking about other stuff. So you've always got something there.
I actually find that my anxiety is worse when I've got more time to think. So me being a busy person, the business kind of helps. So as long as you can channel your energy into something and your thinking space into something. But like I have Alex to talk to, like you said, if you've got someone to speak to and share the stress with,
that's what
it helps.
Think is key. I think if you're in it, because I think even as a couple, it's quite lonely as business. There's a lot of things that you don't even know the answer to, and you just have to find the answer.
Yeah.
And doing it completely on your own must be so like.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of guesswork and trial and error.
Yeah.
Like the amount of times, like Liv just kicked me up the arse a little bit because
I did see on the show.
Yeah, because I'm very like, yeah, I'll just do it in a bit, and then I'll do. I'm good at like the creative side and designing it all, but then.
So
like,
do you guys
admin
literally
stuff,
design everything yourself?
Oh yeah, we design everything ourselves, and like to be fair, we kind of draw it down, scrunch it up, and throw it away a lot of times.
Yeah.
Then once we get the one, because if you noticed as well, like when you create something, by the time you bring it out, I hate it, and I don't want to bring it out.
I find I do a lot of sketching, a lot of sampling, and then I try the sample, and I'm like.
Yeah.
It doesn't
By
look
the
how I
time I've
thought.
got it, I've just think I've already designed my new collection.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I don't like that one anymore.
Well,
I don't think people realise how
yeah.
far in advance you work. So you've been sitting on a design for 6 months and it comes out and you're like, I've seen this so many times.
That's the other thing as well, and you're so far ahead with fashion that you're ready for like next year, whatever.
Yeah.
So I guess then, in terms of business, what are your plans for moving forward? Are you wanting to go retail? Are you wanting to keep pushing online, or what's your plans?
I think we're going to keep it online.
Yeah.
No wholesale, no nothing. Just keep it as our brand and grow it. And then
We're
just
really
get it as
like,
we
we
can.
love being a family brand, don't we? We love having people that we trust and know work with us. And of course, having a business, you want to make money. That's the objective, isn't it? At the end of the day, you want to enjoy what you do, but you need to make money. So we do need to, at some point next year, expand. So that's where we're planning to go, but we want to keep it on our own site. We want to keep it online.
I think it's just a matter of like, obviously we're bringing out bigger collections every time, so if we can get to a stage where we can bring out 30, 40 products each, like men's and women's, we don't really need wholesale.
No.
We don't really need
And you're
that
tapping
way.
into so many markets that way, you know what I mean? And you've got the swim, and you've got, similar to me, you know, I've launched the party wear and the apparel more to...
Oh yeah, I've got the link of your party wear. I was like picking them all a little bit.
Literally,
I was so excited.
You need to pick something.
Yeah, I will. Honestly, I'm excited.
I
It looks amazing.
Do I give a swim? I don't know. Is it a compliment?
I know, I'll still do your swim. We've got to help out everyone in this business. Like, that's another thing as well. Like, we have loads of, we work with other brands and everyone's always like, oh, I don't know if you want to post me, but we're all in this situation. Like, there's enough room if you want to help someone, help them. Yeah. And I think, like, with next year, it's just the same as this year, just keep pushing. It's so hard because you do get disheartened. I don't know how you feel.
I think it's just keeping on track with the plan, because I think it's quite easy sometimes to think, oh, should I just do this? Or
something different.
It's thinking, no, this is the 5-year plan and this is what I want to do. And there's so many brands pop up, there's so many other people doing, you know, and you're almost like, oh,
you always question, don't you? Like, I always end up questioning and thinking, is this going to be worth it? Should we just give up now? But you can't, you just have to keep going and keep doing it.
And that's why 90% of people are like, yeah, let's just give up. But the 10% that
keep going,
I feel like because you've been through that much with the brand as well, it'd be stupid to give it up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we've been doing it for a year and a half, year and a bit now, so we can get to that 3-year mark, like you said.
Yeah, but I know that a lot of people like start businesses and they will feel like, oh, I just can't do it. But I just hope that people just continue to do it, because I'm going to. Because there is days where I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, it's so stressful and it like eats you up a little bit. But when you see someone wearing your design or see people's reaction to your design, that's what makes it worth it. And that's why we do it.
100%. That's what people say to me, like, what drives you? And I'm like, seeing somebody in your product, it's a different type of feeling to anything. It's like amazing.
I was literally, we was in Dubai like a couple of days ago, and we was at the 5 in Dubai, and it was like rammed, like 500, 600 people, and I saw a girl in one of the bikinis, and I was like, that is what I was waiting to see. Like, that is the feeling that you want.
You always want to get a picture.
Yeah, and I was like trying to film her, like, come back. Like.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. You've got the brand, and you obviously have the swim. Yeah. And there's a lot of other Love Islanders who have brought out brands and brought out swim, who are doing all kinds of things. Do you ever find that it's a competition with them, or is it always you supporting each other and you're doing it together?
It depends if we like them.
Give me gossip then, who do you not like?
But I'll be honest, like we see people, and because the new Love Island's so big, and they're like, not look down to you, but they're like talk to you as if like, oh yeah, we're big time now, but like, we've been there, done that kind of thing.
We've been there, done that.
And then a lot of people, like, it's great to put your name to a brand, but then we've done it all ourselves, so we've got nothing to be like in competition with.
I actually don't think there's anyone in our direct competition from Love Island. There's we've got a lot of direct competition in the industry, but from Love Island, can't say I see anyone's competition from Love Island.
And this is one of the things for me, is that I'm very blunt about the fact that I design everything myself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
you've
you should
got
be
to-
as
you
well.
have to
You
be,
have to
Yeah,
be.
because it is a big difference to putting your name to a collection that you didn't design.
No, what it is, you should be proud of what you've done.
Of
Do you know what I
course,
mean? Whereas
of
putting it,
course.
like picking clothes at what's already been made and sticking your name on
We
it,
did
that's
that
not-
when we first come out, and
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
100% say,
respect
what,
it,
we were
yeah.
21, we were so young. I would never have been able to do a business back then. I was immature back then, and we both were, and we were so kind of like deer in headlights. So the people that come out of Love Island and put their name on a brand, that's the best thing to do.
Yeah.
See if you like it, see if you enjoy it, and then in a couple of years' time, if you want to start your own business, then do. But that's the stage we're at, and the people that come out of Love Island, they're not on our proximity.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not biased. To So thank you for coming on. You've been ace.
Thank you for having us.
I want to finish with some tweets. So we did this last week. I'm going to read out some tweets and I want you to guess who they're about. I'll aim them at you so I know who is the answer.
I'm just bad with names. So.
That's the only problem. If you don't know,
We can guess.
We can guess. Okay, so at Bemused Claude said, "This guy should go just because he looks like a mannequin."
Who the hell is that
I think
about?
I know who that is. Is that the one with the posh one, the young one?
Ryan.
Ryan, yeah, him.
No.
No.
How is it Ryan?
A mannequin.
Why did you think Ryan?
Don't know, he looks like he's got like a plastic face. I don't know if that's a bad thing to say.
I mean, he's flawless if you've got a plastic face.
No,
so.
I'm saying it in a nice way.
It was about. You want to guess? Would you have said Ryan?
I don't know who the hell.
Who would have a plastic face?
It was about Dean.
What?
I'm not really sure.
That is the most left-wing tweet I've ever heard.
I'm not sure what that were about.
What? I mean,
I think they've got that one wrong there. I think they don't know the names tweeting.
This one is a juicy one.
oh,
Okay.
Okay. At Grumpy Bess said, "Apprentice hopeful X once had a fling with reggae star Shaggy."
What?
This could be an exclusive.
who is that about?
I'm trying to think. Hang on, Shaggy. Who's the American bird?
Oh yeah, maybe it's the American
I reckon
one.
it's her.
Is she
Marianne.
Is it No?
Oh, Marianne.
Yeah, is it her?
Blonde.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
We're rubbish at this.
that's all I've got really.
It's
I
about.
don't think it was the librarian somehow.
It could have been. I feel
She
like.
seems wild.
Yeah, honestly, people like that, they're secretly kinky underneath.
Okay, then you say that one then. You say that one then.
Well, it's
Both
not her.
wrong. No,
No.
it was Gemelin.
Which one was
Oh, really?
At Anonymous said, "Apprentice star X jokes about being a queen." So they must have done an interview, and in the interview, they joked about being a queen.
Is it the librarian?
No. Think more about it.
A queen.
It might be a trick question.
Is it one of the boys?
Maybe.
Is
Oh my God, is it Ryan?
Yeah! He is the winner.
He is a
Yeah,
queen.
he is.
He's literally, I would bow down to him. He's amazing.
At Ed Hot TV said, "Exclusive, Apprentice star X is worth an estimated 34 million, but says he loves the pound shop." I gave you a clue there, it's a guy.
Oh, is it?
Is it Tom?
No.
No.
Oh.
No, is he one of the people that, what's his name? Sugar. Not Aim, is he?
No, it can't be one of them.
You kind of warm.
Yeah, it's one of the, it's the bald one.
Claude.
Is it?
Is it? Oh my God.
No, because I thought if they're worth 34 mil,
Oh,
why
I
are they
thought
going
it
on the
had to
Apprentice
be
for?
one
That's
of
a good point.
the
No.
contestants.
See, I win.
Well, I just didn't know the
win.
rules, so...
Was that 2-1 for me?
No.
I think you
no one
both
kept
kind of
score.
lost it.
Okay, maybe
Yeah, we were both rubbish.
Thank you all for watching the second episode of The Wake Up Call. I hope you had as much fun as I did. Make sure you subscribe and comment below your thoughts. And also make sure you've got your notifications turned on for next week.